Today, I'll be opening 2 MrBeast Lab Swarms Atomic Series Lab Packs and 1 Atomic Series Mega Lab Pack to see if I can find the incredibly rare Silver Mystery Case. Let's take a look at our lab packs and see who we find. Alright, here we have all 3 lab packs, so let's pick up our first one and open it up. Alright, now let's take a closer look at the included swarms. In our first lab pack, we got Nitroscope, who's a common, Fish Tank, who's a speckled translucent metallic MrBeast Squad Rare, and Planet Beast, who's a metallic Beast Icon MrBeast Squad. Now let's add water to our test tube and see who we get. Now let's release the orange slime. In our first test tube, we got Battle Boar, who's a common, and Trashed Can, who's another common. Now let's move on to our second lab pack. Alright, here's our second lab pack, so let's open it up and see who's included. Alright, now let's take a closer look at the swarms. In our second lab pack, we got Boom Goggles, who's a common, Septic Shark, who's a common, and the Viper Panther, who's a metallic Beast Icon MrBeast Squad. Now let's move on to our second test tube and see who we find. Now let's release the slime and see who we got. In our second test tube, we got Chain Jaw, who's a common, and Contamitode, who's a translucent common. Our luck hasn't been too good so far, but let's take a look at our Mega Lab Pack and see if we can turn it around. Here's our Atomic Series Mega Lab Pack. It's just like the old Alpha Series Mega Lab Packs where you'll get 8 predetermined characters and then 2 characters in each test tube. So let's open it up and see who we can find. Alright, now let's take a closer look at the swarms. Included in the Mega Lab Pack was Boom Goggles, who's a common, Septic Shark, who's a common, Atomic Toilet, who's a common, Dunk Flinger, who's a common, Fish Tank, who's a speckled translucent metallic MrBeast Squad Rare, the Atomic Panther, who's a metallic glow-in-the-dark MrBeast Squad Ultra Rare, the Python Panther, who's a metallic glow-in-the-dark MrBeast Squad Ultra Rare, and Feast Beast, who's a metallic Beast Icon MrBeast Squad. Now let's move on to our final 2 test tubes. Here's the first test tube that was included in the Mega Lab Pack, so let's add water and give it a mix. Now let's release the slime. In the first test tube of our Mega Lab Pack, we got Neon Waste, who's a translucent metallic MrBeast Squad Rare, and Hungry Hazmat, who's a common. Now let's mix up our final test tube and see who we find. Now let's release the slime. In our second Mega Lab Pack test tube, we got Mad Mantis, who's a common, and Pest Tube, who's a metallic translucent MrBeast Squad Rare. Here's all 22 swarms we found in today's 3 lab packs. Make sure to leave a comment telling me which one was your favorite. And if you want to see me unbox more Atomic Series lab packs, check out this video here where I open 10. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.